Guys, do not pay these prices. You will be able to find 30th anniversary collection and celebration boxes at MSRP or close to MSRP. As anybody shopping here should get their head checked. This is the best advice you're going to get from anybody on the internet, that you can get product. I've had very, very good success with this. Welcome back, guys. For all you Pokemon hunters and scalpers out there trying to get some product, I'm just kidding. I'm not here for the scalpers. If you're a scalper, stop watching this video right now. I'm here for you guys that are trying to hunt for the 30th anniversary Pokemon collection boxes, which have officially started pre-orders. Actually, today is the day that Pokemon started releasing their pre-orders on Pokémon Center, and man, was it crazy. It was exactly what I expected, So I'm going to run through with you guys exactly how to get this product, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, where to get it, how to get it. But before I get into everything, I want you guys to understand something. You will get this product, okay? No matter what anybody says, no matter what you think, no matter what prices you see out there, you will get this product. You will be able to find 30th anniversary collection and celebration boxes at MSRP or close to MSRP, and you will be able to get it. They are printing this to the ground, guys. I am telling you. So just be patient, follow the steps, trust in the process, and you will get the product, okay? So there's hope. So let's get right into this. So first off, I wanted to get into what the market price is. Now, don't get put off by this market price. This isn't the current price of the product. These are pre-orders. Keep in mind, this is the most hyped Pokemon set of the generation, maybe since the last celebrations. I don't know. I know Prismatic, Ascended were very, very, very hyped. Everything's hyped before it comes out. You know, Ascended and Prismatic were super hyped before they came out. This is even more hyped than those. So don't read into this too much. This is pre-order pricing. It's always like this. And this is going to tank once the product comes out. Just watch. These prices are outrageous. An ETB, which is supposed to be $49.99 MSRP, is $235. Like, this is outrageous. These UPCs, which I believe the MSRP on these are like $130 or $140, are $780. Like, guys, okay, if you do not pay these prices. Guys, do not pay these prices. I don't care if you're a millionaire or a billionaire. Don't pay that price, okay? This is not a price you should be paying. Do not support anybody who's charging these kinds of prices. Do not pay these prices. You hear me? Okay. Now back to our regular scheduled programming. This is the market price, okay? Not something you want to be getting into. $135 for a booster bundle, which is supposed to be like $28, okay? Don't get these products, okay? Now, today they released Pokémon Center pre-orders. There was so much product. The ETBs were selling for like 4 hours. Okay. Everybody couldn't believe it. How long these were. Now, was it because they were kicking the bots out and actually people were getting the product, or were they just slowly checking out? I don't know. But I got in a half an hour after the queue started. I waited about an hour and a half and I was able to cop. I was able to get my 2 ETBs plus my 2 tech sticker collections and my knockout collection. That's what I was able to get. And I waited an hour and a half, and then it was still checking out for like 2 more hours after me. So everybody freaking out there about what's available, what's not available, how late you are. If you can get on a Pokemon Center release pre-order, and there's going to be more drops because this was just the ETB. They didn't do the UPC. They didn't do any booster bundles. There's going to be more product on Pokemon Center. Get yourself on a Discord, get yourself on an X group. As long as you get the notification within, like, let's say half an hour, but even in this case, it could have been 45 minutes. You still would have got product, but let's say half an hour to be conservative. You get in there, you get in the queue, and you stay patient. Don't refresh. Don't click away. Wait your hour and a half. You're not outside in front of Target. You're not at Best Buy with the scalpers fighting over product. You're sitting on your couch at home or your desk, or you're at work and you're on your phone. Just stay in the queue. Be patient. You will get in. Don't listen to anybody saying to do anything else. This is the best advice you're going to get from anybody on the internet. Get on a Pokemon Center Discord or X group that notifies you when the queue is up. Get in the queue, within half an hour of the queue starting for 30th anniversary celebration product, you will get product if you follow that step. So that's my number one easiest way to get the product. Okay. Number two, and this is crazy. Amazon. They have an auto buy function. Okay. You can find these links on a Discord group or wherever. You can find them on X. You might even be able to search for them in Amazon auto buy. And you basically just, you pick your product that you want. You set a price that you're willing to pay. So I'm willing to pay $79.99 for an ETB. How many you want to buy, what your expiry date is for the purchase, and then you just set it. And if the product becomes available, Amazon will auto buy for you. And you can do this for all the 30th anniversary celebration products. What do you got to lose? Either it'll work or it won't work. The nice thing is you can put in the price that you're willing to pay, how many you want, and then see what happens. And if you want to pay MSRP, put in the MSRP price. Are you going to get anything? Probably not. If you're willing to pay a little bit more, then put in that money, put in that amount. You might get lucky. You never know. Like, I don't know. Amazon's kind of weird with their fluctuating prices. Sometimes they get close to MSRP. Sometimes they're like target pricing, sometimes slightly above. But it's whatever you're willing to pay. And this is valuable product. And this is an easy way for you to cop. And so if you're willing to pay, you don't want to wait in line, you don't want to buy on TCG Player, you want to get it direct from Amazon, this is an option for you. I think this is a win-win for everybody. You either get the product the price you want to pay or you don't. You got nothing to lose. Everybody should be on here. This is just a no-brainer. So that's number two. Number three is Best Buy. So Best Buy's got all the products loaded. You can find the links on your Discord or your X group. You go on here, you save your links. Okay, here they are. Okay, here's all the links for every single product. And when the drops come, you'll get an alert. And then you can just refresh this. And I think they have a queue system also. I'm not sure how buggy or glitchy the Best Buy website is when it comes to drops. Usually they have an invite system where you have to ask for an invite for a product. I've only been able to get a product once for that. Luckily, it was a prismatic UPC or SPC or whatever, and it was good. But here it is, 180. I guess that's the 180 is the MSRP, because Best Buy always sells everything at MSRP. This is a good way for you to know also what the MSRP prices are. So here's the ETB. Here's the Ditto Premium Collection. Here's the Figure Collection, $30. Like, you know that these are the actual prices, $15. And then you know how much you're overpaying. So this is a good strategy. You go on Best Buy, you find the MSRP price, you use that with your Amazon auto buy, and you put in what you're willing to pay. Maybe you're willing to pay $40 for this booster bundle, but you know that's $26.94 MSRP. So when these become available, you can come to the website. Now, the next one I do not recommend, but I wanted to go over it with you guys, GameStop. So there's a big controversy with GameStop because when they launched their pre-orders, and I think you can still go and pre-order if they're available, you might be able to get something at GameStop. They like jacked up the price like 500x what the MSRP was. And there was a big controversy, and then I guess Pokemon got involved or Nintendo, and they said, you can't do this, GameStop. You gotta back off. So basically what happened here, if we just, I don't want to read you guys the whole article, but I wanted to show you guys like what happened. So basically GameStop rolled back their prices following public backlash. The ETB, once listed at $169.99, remember that was a $50 MSRP box, 340% of MSRP. Now they've lowered it back to $99.99, which is still an outrageous price for an ETB from a retailer. And I do not recommend anybody to shop at GameStop for this. In fact, I urge you not to shop at GameStop at this price. I'd rather you go and buy it from the shady dude behind the 7-Eleven on Facebook Marketplace after the drop than get it from GameStop. Okay? Because that shady dude's making less money than GameStop is making. Because GameStop is getting it at wholesale price and they're selling it at scalper price, which is a slap in the face to everybody. So everybody should boycott GameStop 100%. Okay? The Ultra Premium Collection, they tried to sell it for $600. And now they've lowered it to 400. Remember, the MSRP on this is 180. So insane. These people are out of their minds. They want to buy eBay, which I'm glad and thankful that didn't happen. The owner of GameStop, or the CEO of GameStop, is a very shrewd businessman, and he's a scalper. It's just simple as that. They're scalpers. They've decided that they're going to sell everything at scalper prices. They got some backlash, and so now they're like back to their lower scalper prices. I mean, they were selling it at TCG player market price. Now they're down to scalper price, and I think it's just bananas. It's just absolutely bananas. Anybody shopping here should get their head checked, because you can get this product for cheaper, usually from anywhere. And sometimes the product at GameStop is sold above market price. Let me repeat that. Sometimes the product at GameStop is sold above market price. So don't shop there. Okay? Simple as that. Okay? These guys are worse than anybody in the hobby. GameStop is the worst. They are destroying the hobby, literally. Okay? So that's my next one. Now, the final option for getting product. Okay, and this is the one where I get the most success, is Target. Not in store, because the lineups, the scalpers, it's nuts. And you really want to get into that world, the pokey streets, as they call it, where you go in there and you have to know somebody, and you got to pay people off, and you got to be in the circle, and you got to be blah, 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 and you got to fight, and you get yelled at if you're this, and it's exhausting. And honestly, it's not worth it. And it's going to be worth it for 30th anniversary, because if you get the product from Target, you can double your money, triple your money, even if you just get 2 items or 1 item. And the scalpers are going to do what they're going to do. But if you want to get the product for opening it, putting it on your shelf, keeping it, not selling it, which is what I do. I have not sold any of this. By the way, I've never sold. This is just my collection. I've never sold any of this. Just so to be clear with you guys. But Target online pre-orders, that's where it's at. Okay, guys, because they have a ton of pre-orders. Target has the most pre-orders, I think, the most stock. Their anti-bot technology, I guess, is probably better than Walmart's. It's not the best, but it's better than Walmart. And their website's probably the most stable. Walmart is a wash also. You can't get anything at Walmart. Walmart is impossible. You can click a product the absolute second that it gets available for sale, and you'll get nothing. So like Walmart is, I don't know, maybe I'm just not good at that, or maybe I don't know the trick, or maybe I'm not using the right browser or the right computer or something, but I've never been able to cop on Walmart online ever. You're better off going in person to Walmart. Target, on the other hand, it's at 3 a.m. Eastern time. And that's the trick. You got to be up at 3 a.m. And they release one product at a time. So they'll do the ETB at 3:15. You never know when it's going to be. It could be at 3:15. Could be at 3:30, 3:25. They'll release it. And then you got to be on the Discord group, and you got to jump on it right away. And you got a few minutes to click, and you got to click, and you got to click, and you got to spam the add to cart button, and you got to spam the checkout button, and you can do 2 per order, and you can do 2 orders, so you can get 4 of everything per account. And does it work? Yes, it works. It only works on pre-order day and drop day because they have a lot of inventory, and so there's a lot of people on there. And if you're quick, if you get it on time, you can get the product. And that's where I've been able to get my most success on almost every pre-order and every drop day. I'm on there at 3 a.m. and I get my 4 of everything: 4 ETBs, 4 UPCs, 4 collection boxes, 4 booster bundles, 4 tech sticker collections, 4 3-pack blisters, whatever they have, I get 4 of them almost every time. Now, this is only for pre-order day and launch day. When they have random Target restocks, the quantities are so small, it's almost impossible to get that product because the bots and the other people, the scalpers, they eat it up. But on pre-order days and on launch days, the stock is so high that you can get product. I've had very, very good success with this. So that's what I highly recommend for you guys. So between all those options that I gave you, you will be able to get some of this product. I guarantee you will. You just got to listen to my advice and you will get some of this product. And then worst case scenario, you go to Target or you go to Walmart on drop day and see if you can get something. I think there's going to be a ton of this product. Now, keep in mind, this product is going to be printed for years, probably 2.5 years. This is going to be printed for longer than most products. You're going to be able to find it. There's going to be reprints and restocks, and it's going to be plentiful. And you're going to be able to find this product for a long time. So be patient. Don't get upset if you don't get it in one place. You'll get it in another. Don't get upset if you have to pay an extra $5 or $10 for something, because it's not the end of the world. Don't pay double. Don't pay double. Don't pay scalper prices. And for the love of God, please don't shop at GameStop. So that's my advice for you guys today. I really appreciate you guys watching. Let me know in the comments below if you were able to cop from Pokémon Center, where you're able to get this product. Have you been able to secure the pre-orders? I'm curious what you guys are willing to pay for this product. How much over MSRP are you willing to go? I'm really curious what people are willing to pay. How excited are you for this 30th anniversary set? And is this it for your Pokemon? Once this is done, is the hype going to die down finally? Because this was kind of the pinnacle. This is the apex that we've all been waiting for. So is this going to be it? Is it going to die down after this? Is 30th anniversary the apex and it's all downhill from here? We'll see. We shall see. But I really appreciate you guys. Thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe on this video, and we'll catch you on the next one.